name is Macy if you don't know me, and if you do know me, hi! Welcome back. Vlogmas day 5 today. Wild. Today we're doing something a little bit different than like a regular vlog. I wanted to do kind of like a baby sit down video. As we know, it's almost Christmas. Sometimes there's people in your life that you need to get Christmas gifts for and you don't know what to get them, and I've been there a million times. I'm there currently. BT dubs. I'm going to list some of the gift ideas that I think are pretty universal. These gifts are gifts that I think it's kind of hard to go wrong with, if that makes sense. I have this handy dandy list that I created today. I separated them into sections because of course I think that people want different things. This is mainly targeted for teens and young adults. I feel like there's probably other people that enjoy this stuff, but considering I am a teen, you know, I am my own demographic. So without further ado, let's get into it. First section I'm starting with is like stationery. Me, myself, and I are all personally super into stationery. The first thing that I put down are cute notebooks slash journals. There is a difference between the two. Most of the time when I think of a journal, I think of something that's more like bound. Like for example, like this has a binding on it, and this is my journal, but it has a binding on it. It's not like a ring like a notebook. So that's what I'm referencing when I say a journal. My personal favorite places to get journals. If you're looking for like a bullet journal, I love Exceed. You can literally buy them at Walmart for like $8 or $9. They have really nice quality paper and they have really hardy covers. My favorite place to go for like a flip notebook is Rifle Paper Co. I'm pretty sure they also sell those at Target. Could be lying, but it's Rifle Paper Co. And I also love Bando for journals and planners. Next, I have Tombow dual brush pens. This is a Tombow dual brush pen. I just like happen to have so much of this stuff next to me. This is a Tombow dual brush pen. She's faded because I use her, but one side is like a thin marker and the other side is a brush tip. I use these to take notes. I use these to journal. I use them for my planner. I use these for a lot of things. There's tons of different sets and like types of colors. Like most of their sets are themed. You can get like a grayscale, classic colors, retro, boho, like they have tons of different packages, but you can also get them individually. I'm pretty sure you can buy like individual Tombow dual brush pens at a lot of like Michael's and Hobby Lobbies and craft stores like that. Next is this Stabilo fine point pen set. I love those pens. They're just like needle tip pens pretty much, and you can get them in super fun colors. They're great for drawing and writing. I like to use them in sketches even, or like as line art because they're just pretty thin. And just like the Tombow dual brush pens, tons of fun colors. I'm not as familiar with like how they package them all differently, but you can also get individual ones of those at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Next are Pilot G2 pens. I have like a million of the black ones, and you can also buy refills for these. So I get refills because it's less wasteful. I always get the 0.7 ones because they're my fave. And then I also have like a pack with tons of colors in it, and this is the blue one from that pack. But it came with so many colors and I love them. They're my favorite pens. Next are the Papermate felt tip ones. I feel like we all know which ones I'm talking about. I feel like every person at some point has used one of the Papermate felt tips, and those come in huge packs. Next are washi tape or stickers. This is specifically for the people in your life that love bullet journaling or planning things. They love to have like an aesthetic notes section, whatever it is. Washi tape and stickers eat every time. They eat every time. I have tons of plain color ones in my like office upstairs, and I love them. You can also use them as like tabs for like books and stuff if you want to do that, which I think is fun too. Next is something that is pretty general. I feel like a lot of people like it. Adult coloring books. I have so many adult coloring books. I love to color. There's so many different ones. My personal favorites are ones that have actual like pictures in them. I don't know if that makes sense, but not the ones that have like the mandala. Is that what it's called? Super intricate, like tiny little designs. I like those type of ones that make a picture. So it's not that I hate intricate design work, but I think that it's more fun when the intricate designs all make a picture. The books that you had to like search through a super jumbled picture to like find certain items. What were those books called? I can't remember. I'll put it in here once I remember what they're called. But I like coloring books that are kind of like that. So maybe a super busy scene, so there's tons of little details throughout, but it's not like just little dots and designs. Also, colored pencils. I personally am not super bougie. I own Prismacolors and Crayolas, and I use Prismacolors for like actual art stuff. Not that coloring isn't actual art, but like my own illustrations. But the Crayola ones work just fine. They work great for me. You can get huge packs of them. They're not super expensive and they're easy to replace. Finally, in my stationery section, I have sketchbooks. If you have anyone in your life that likes to draw, I'm telling you, you can literally never have enough sketchbooks. I would advise going on YouTube or talking to someone who's an actual artist about what type of sketchbook they like, because a lot of people have very specific preferences with what kind of paper they use and what kind of medium they're using. So like you need marker paper or colored pencil paper. Or next category The next category is makeup. I'm not gonna put tons in here because I tried to keep this kind of a low budget situation. I tried to keep this all under like 30 bucks. I tried to keep things pretty low. I'm not gonna do like tons of crazy makeup palettes or anything. The first thing is the Lash Princess mascara. I love that stuff and it is so cheap and it works really well. You can find it at Ulta, I know for sure, because that's where I bought it. Next is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. I am personally not a foundation girly. My skin is just really dry and I feel like foundation just looks really cakey on me, but tinted moisturizer is always the way to go, especially if you're gifting someone, because it adapts to a lot of different skin tones, even if you don't get like a perfect match. Next is a Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Blush. They're like stick blushes almost. I love those things. I use them on my nose, on my cheeks. Sometimes if I don't feel like putting eyeshadow on, I'll put them on right here, like in my crease, and just rub them out. I will put them on my lips. Like, I love them. I have them in the shade Work, but there's tons of different shades and I love those things. Next is the Trixie Mattel Eyeshadow Quads. Trixie Mattel, if you are unaware, is a drag queen, my actual favorite, and she has a small makeup company and she made eyeshadow quads recently for like Christmas, and they're like cookie themed and they are so cute. The one that I'd recommend for someone who's more of a neutrals girly is the gingerbread one, but if you like, or someone you know likes to play with color, there's also like a jelly filled cookie one, which is like tons of reds, and then there's a sugar cookie, which is blues, I'm pretty sure. Next is a black liquid eyeliner. A lot of people use liquid eyeliner. I feel like liquid eyeliner dries up quickly. Rounding out the makeup category is Glossier Boy Brow Gel. It's just a clear brow gel, but it holds your brows in place, and I'm pretty sure it has like raving reviews, especially with the newer found love for thicker brows. Anyone in your life that wants to do that little like soap brow effect where their brows brushed up, Glossier Boy Brow. Next is the clothes category. I tried keeping this one small and kind of general because everyone has different styles, but I tried putting things in here that people would like. First is athletic wear. I personally am an Aerie fanatic when it comes to athletic wear, but any athletic wear, Aerie, Fabletics, Lululemon, Gymshark, any athletic wear is good athletic wear, to be honest, unless you're getting like really cheap stuff off Amazon or something. I would definitely try to pay attention to the person that you're buying for on what brands they typically wear. Cozy knit sweaters. I feel like I always realize once it gets around to winter, I live in Michigan, so it's cold, but once it gets around to winter, I always realize I have no knit sweaters. I would go for something that's kind of plain, maybe like a cream or a tan, something like that doesn't have design work on it, because I feel like it's really easy to get really tacky with knit sweaters if you like put tons of patterns and designs on it. Next are oversized sweatshirts. This is very general. Anything oversized. I love oversized sweatshirts. I get oversized sweatshirts from Gildan and Brandy Melville, but you can find them pretty much anywhere. These are very similar but different. Packs of like crew socks and ankle socks and cabin socks / knit socks. I feel like it's never a bad idea to go with socks, especially like cozy ones, because I am personally always losing my socks. I don't know where they go. I don't know who's stealing them, but they're not there anymore. Cozy socks that are like plain or have that like Sherpa material on the inside, oh, I love them. Also, getting just plain white or plain black ankle socks or crew socks, always the way to go. Rounding up the clothing category are matching pajama sets and matching sweat sets. I love matching pajama sets. I am impartial to the ones that are like button up, or I love silk. I kind of just love Christmas pajamas, to be honest. In matching sweat sets, it's a super popular thing to have matching sweatpants, matching sweatshirt, or a cropped sweatshirt and matching sweatpants, or sweat shorts and sweatshirt. Whatever it is, they'll definitely like it. Next, in the jewelry category, I have Every Jewels. I love Every Jewels. I have this necklace on right now from Every Jewels. Ta-da! They have really nice earrings and rings and necklaces, so I definitely recommend that. You do need to find out your person's ring size, though, if you want to get them a ring. Again, this one is more expensive. This is more like bougie, but like a Pandora ring. You can get ones that are like $50 that are just daintier, but again, that's a little splurge. Finally, a jewelry holder. I personally fall victim to this where I have nothing to hold my jewelry, so I just put it in like a little bowl, kinda. But either a jewelry tray or one of those like boxes that you can stick like earrings and rings and stuff in is super nice. If you want to get someone something that's like scented, here's the list for you. Sol de Janeiro body spray. I'm sure you've seen it on TikTok or out and about, but I feel like everyone's obsessed with it. And it's not super expensive, so that's good. Next is the Glossier perfume. I feel like I've also seen a lot of people talk about that, and I've been getting a lot of ads for it recently, but I've heard a lot of people love it and that they get a lot of compliments on that scent. Next are celebrity scents. If you have a friend that is like obsessed with Ariana Grande, go get her one of the Ariana Grande perfumes. Or if you have a person in your life that loves Charli D'Amelio, then go get them the Born Dreamer perfume. I feel like people who love celebrities would actually die if you get them the scent that their favorite celebrity produced or collaborated on. Bath & Body Works candles. Every single year, I feel like you get gifted at least one Bath & Body Works candle. I think that the main thing is people don't know what scent to get others, but I think when you don't know, I would go for something kind of in the essential oil realm, like a lavender or a eucalyptus or something kind of naturey smelling. Also, I feel like vanilla is a widely loved scent, so maybe a vanilla. Finally, Bath & Body Works lotions or lotions in general. Again, if you don't know what they would like, I would go something more in the essential oils realm of scents rather than something that like you know is going to be hyper specific to one certain person's like personality type. Next, we have the books category. I love books, but I made this list short so that you don't have to listen to me drone on about books all day. I'm currently reading this book and I think it's really good. I think that it's a great book for someone who's like kind of introspective and likes to learn about like family history. On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. If that's not how you pronounce that last name, I'm so sorry, but I honestly never pronounce authors' names correctly. It's actually a problem. Next are Sally Rooney books. A lot of people love Sally Rooney. I've read Normal People and I thought it was really good. She also wrote Conversations with Friends, which I haven't read, but I own, and it's upstairs and I'm waiting to read it. We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallish, you know? It's one of those. That's also a good book, especially for like the young adult age group. I wouldn't get it for someone who is not very into like swearing if their parent or themselves are super anti-swearing. Do not get We All Looked Up. But it's a really good book. Very good for older teens, young adults. Finally, for the people who love like a little romance, People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. If you're ever wondering and you have someone in your life who is maybe new to reading, I would go to TikTok. A lot of the TikTok books are very beginner friendly books and a lot of them are like romance, YA type stuff. Finally, I'm in like the accessories / miscellaneous items category. My first one is a tote bag. I love tote bags. I use them all the time. I got mine from Marshall's, I want to say, and it was completely blank and a big one with pockets. And then we had like a whole day of painting tote bags and it was so fun. So either get a tote bag with something that you know that they like on it, or get them a blank one and maybe get them some paints and let them design it themselves because it's actually so fun. Next are claw clips. They personally do not work for me. My hair just refuses to cooperate with the claw clips, but a lot of people love claw clips. You can get them pretty much anywhere. I feel like everywhere sells claw clips now. Next are scrunchies. Would you look at that? Or like the telephone hair ties. I don't know how to describe them other than they look like a phone cord. Like they're the twirly ones and they're really good for your hair and they're especially good if you put your hair up while you sleep. Finally, we have personalized mugs, personalized water bottles, stuff like that. Things that people use every day and they're gonna think of you every time they use it. I think that in general, if you are like, I don't know what to get someone, get them something that's personalized. It says their name on it, something commissioned, like an art piece for them. I think all of that stuff is super fun and a very memorable gift. That's all I have to say today. Thank you so much for watching this one. I will see you tomorrow with more of an actual vlog. Today I just felt like doing a sit down video. That was what was in my bones. I love you so much and I will see you in the next one. Bye.